People really connect to stories, and that authenticity, I think, will bring people closer to understanding what's happening with them at home. These symptoms really disrupt their lives. So they may not be able to function at home. They may get into arguments with their children, with their loved ones. That itself can be considered one of the triggers for PTSD. Functioning is key across the board for anyone who suffers from trauma, and the trauma goes into the realm of PTSD. So if someone all of a sudden is just not functioning as well as they used to.
So here's my problem with hearing that, is that also sounds like depression to me.
It does, yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out if my husband or my wife is having PTSD, depressive episode. This is difficult now because those all look the same.
They
so
do.
What do I do?
So it's so important to have real clinicians, real experts, putting the right content out there, because if you don't have the right content, then it's like the blind leading the blind.
Yeah.
So I think it's so important to have vetted experts talking about these topics, because then you're not really getting the help that you need.
When people experience this traumatic event, what's so frustrating for me, because I read all the comments on our videos, is that they don't know what to do. And so they go through this traumatic event, they are feeling terrible. They think they may have PTSD, they don't know what to do, so they do this. They search, they pay, and then they pray. They search for something on the internet, they pay the first person that will offer them hope, and then they just hope that what they've done is correct. And oftentimes that leads to the wrong diagnosis, so you get the wrong treatment. You end up spending a lot more money and a lot more time on the wrong treatment or the wrong therapist. And most importantly is you don't get the recovery that you deserve. So you have fixed that model, at least for this PTSD series, to help people move in the right direction.
I have to tell you, when I started speaking about this on my social media platforms, this is the area that got the most attention. People are like, this has happened to me. I know someone.
I always say mental health is complicated, but the solution should be simple, and you gave us a simple solution time after time.
Again, the bottom line is, no matter what happens, no matter what anyone says to you, you are loved, you are valued. And if you're trying to approach or trying to investigate whether or not this is happening, I think that shame and stigma often get in the way of asking for help. So sharing is key, because if you don't share, how are you going to get help?
That's right.